See if this safety that she just played will help her here.
Well, there is some traffic in the middle of the table. The balls are kind of bunched up a little bit here. But everything's open, so if she stays on the correct side of everything, she's all right. Like the 3 is right here, so bring the cue ball there for a straight-in shot. I think going from the 3 to the 4 is going to be her toughest shot. She's left an angle to drift down for the 4 in this area, and that's what she wants to do, is make sure she clears that
the 9?
The 9 ball.
Originally from Treibach in Austria. You notice how I got that little Austrian thing in there? Huh? I think my throat's dry because this is an exciting match. It's what we came to see. Gerda now lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. Not that different from Treibach, Austria.
You like to say that word, huh?
Treibach.
As a straight-in shot now on the 5. Here's a key point because she needs to get down. If you notice on the far end of the table, way up there is the 6 ball sitting on the rail. I think she's going to have to play the 5 in the side. She'd rather have played it in the corner, but she doesn't have the right angle to get down the other end of the table since the 7's there. Very testy shot right here. It's hard to see that angle for some reason. If that were a corner pocket, it wouldn't be a problem. Even though the side pockets are actually as big or bigger than the corner pockets, it's the angle you're looking at them. They seem smaller.
Visuals are so important in this game, obviously. From above, you're going to...
Oh, wonderful shot.
I tell you, we have seen, as this match has progressed, Gerda's shots have become more precise and more precise. We'll see if she can carry this to the conclusion.
If she can get from the 6 to the 7 and pocket the 7, the 8 is right in the corner. That's the end of her problems. Just don't get frozen on that 7.
It's going to get by it.
Yes. I predict
Not by much.
I'm going to do one of these prediction things the guys are doing over there. And I'm going to be daring and predict that she's out from here.
I think this is a Hopkins thing because it's usually Al who does this. You're very bold, though.
Yeah.
He usually waits till there's 1 ball. You wait until there were 3.
You know.
1 ball left. I'm saying it goes to. This would be 3 racks in a row to end this match. Gerda Hofstetter had what it takes today over Jeanette Lee. After Jeanette Lee won the first 3 racks, the match turned around. Showing her supporters how she feels. Very appreciative crowd. Good tournament for Jeanette Lee. But Gerda Hofstetter will move on as we look at a shot that will bring Efren Reyes into the semifinals against Francisco Bustamante. The magician moves on. Gerda Hofstetter moves on against Helena Tornfeld into the semifinals. Great action here in Orlando. For Lon McCarran, Alan Hopkins, and Dawn Hopkins, I am Mitch Lawrence. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of the Go Network. Go.com. The name, pretty much 1999 Brunswick Billiards New York Classic. Let's not delay. Here with the introduction of the 2 finalists, our tuxedoed tournament director, Steve Tipton.
Thank you, Mitchell Lawrence. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Amsterdam Billiard Club, New York, New York, for the finals of the Brunswick Billiards New York Classic. Let's meet the players. Player number 1, ranked number 3 in the world, former world champion, national champion, Gerda Hofstetter. And Gerda's opponent, the current number 1 ranked player in the world, the reigning 3-time world champion, 3-time national champion, the Duchess of Doom. It's Allison Fisher.
And boy, you talk about the excitement and the energy. It is in the air. Allison Fisher, number 1 in the world on the left. Gerda Hofstetter, number 3 in the world on the right. These two have met a number of times this year. Allison reeling it in, and it looks like she is going to win the lag, the all-important first game. Mitch Lawrence and Dawn Hopkins. We are excited to be here in New York. This is going to be a great match. Boy, it is electric in here. We'll show you how both these players got here. First, Allison Fisher started off by defeating Maureen Cito 9-5. Then Nicole Mancini 9-0. Ava Lawrence 9-6 went down. Vivian Villarreal 9-8 after Allison was down 6-8 and came back to win that match, and then lost to Gerda 7-9 in the finals of the winner's bracket. She then got into this match by defeating Jeanette Lee 7-3. Gerda Hofstetter, on the other hand, all the way through the winner's bracket undefeated. Holly Scholes 9-3. Linda Haywood, a really good player. Gerda beat her 9-0. Then Karen Kaur, tough, 9-8. Jeanette Lee 9-5 and Allison Fisher 9-7. So Gerda Hofstetter won the winner's bracket. Allison came from the loser's side. Here we are, the finals. The 1999 Brunswick Billiards New York Classic. And Dawn, as we watch Allison gear up, it's like I said, there is something about New York. Other cities, we always have fun. Something about the finals in New York. It's like a little extra added kick. First break, very important.
Speaking of the added kick, that was an added kick to give her this shot right here on the 1 ball.
2 balls on the break.
And the actual 2 ball is down here. So Allison has an open shot and an open table. The 7 is near the cue ball right here. So that's going to be a little trouble because the 8 is blocking the pocket in the way of the 7. So we'll see when we get to that point what she will do with that part of the rack.
But something that I want to talk about right off the bat, which was what was once a weak part of Allison's game, the break. She has worked on hard, and she now has, I think, one of the better breaks. She controls it well. She's making 2-3 balls sometimes on the break with regularity, something she didn't do when she first started playing. And we know she works hard on her game. Just because she's #1 doesn't mean she takes anything for granted.
Right. I don't think Allison gets a lot of power in her break, but she is effective. She makes a ball, and she keeps control of that cue ball. And
Which
that's
is
all
really
you really
what you need to do.
That's right. Perfect position here on the 4. Just draw it back a little bit, leaving an angle to make sure that she can get over for the 7.
We'll tell you, excuse me, Dawn, I want to give you the rules of the game right off the bat. 30-second shot clock on each player with 1 30-second extension per rack. As we see Allison shooting the 5. This is a race to 7. So it will be quicker than normal. And getting out to a good start is important as we see that mistake. This will be cue ball fouls only. Those are your rules, and that's a mistake that we did not expect to see Allison make.
That's a mistake you very rarely see Allison make,
Right.
but there is a lot at stake. It is the first game, and she does have quite a tough opponent.
Well, you're looking at the 2 players who have every national and world championship in women's pool since 1995 between these 2. This is a formidable pairing.
I really do believe that these 2 are the best players right now on the tour. Gerda is such a great player, so consistent.
Incredibly consistent at this point. And Allison obviously is too. This is a big game. Get out to a good start. Gerda needs to do this, and we will talk a little bit about that in just a minute. She's got 2 balls left on the table on this beautiful Brunswick Gold Crown table. The title sponsor, Brunswick Billiards New York Classic. They have played great all week. Players have raved. Seeing a lot of true rolls, which is what we expect of Gold Crown. Gerda Hofstetter about to take a 1-0 lead. She does. A missed 5 by Allison Fisher. Gerda Hofstetter 1-0 over Allison Fisher. We will be back to New York City after this. The Brunswick Billiards New York Classic is brought to you by Brunswick Billiards, preferred by experts around the world. And by Original Italian Slate. To play at your best, you need the best. Welcome back, everybody. Mitch Lawrence and Dawn Hopkins here, and I'm juiced. I haven't had that much coffee today, but I feel kind of electric. It's New York City, the Amsterdam Billiard Club all week. The fans are amazing. They know pool. They love pool, and they are getting to see what has become, in 1999, I think, solidified into the classic rivalry on the Classic Tour. Gerda Hofstetter, Allison Fisher have met 6 times in the finals just this year.
And this is the 3rd final in a row that they've been together. Allison beat Gerda last final, and before that, Gerda beat Allison. So who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows what's going to happen? I know this is big for both of them. New York is a title that everybody wants to have. It doesn't really mean any more than any of the other Classic Tour titles, Dawn, but you just like to say New York Classic champion. Got a nice ring to it. What was it that Liza Minnelli and Frank Sinatra said? If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Well, Gerda made the 6 on the break. I guess you could make that anyway. It's a good look at the power behind Gerda Hofstadter's break. She's a great athlete.
Well, she made a ball, and the cue ball, she lost control a little. The 1 is here. The cue ball's down the other end. The good thing is that the 2 ball is sitting by the pocket if she can get a shot on the 1. But she may elect to play a safety here, which is what she did. Very difficult safety, but now with that 2 in front of the pocket, it takes away Allison's opportunity to shoot it directly in. So Allison's going to look at a safety here also, unless she wants to start real aggressive and make this long combination, which I don't know, that it would be very, very aggressive.
Well, we'll see. She started off when she played Jeanette Lee. She started off aggressively. She hit a shot that we weren't really used to seeing her hit. And let's see how aggressive she wants to get here. Not too aggressive. She's playing a safety.
A couple of tough shots to start the rack out with. And this is where sometimes it counts. It's the first person to not make a mistake.
First person to blink.
To blink. Okay, you see the 1 here. Now, if she pockets the 1 in this corner, the cue ball is automatically going to drift over here. She's going to need to miss the balls right here, which are the 8 and the 3 ball. So let's see how her cue ball control is going to be for this shot. Elected to draw it. Beautiful, beautiful stroke.
Good, solid stroke. I was going to say, Gerda needs to get out to a good start from her end. A confident start, because she's been playing very confidently of late. And in a race to 7, you know, Dawn, that it's important to get out to that kind of start, not let anything get in your way, distract you. So let's see if she can keep that stroke going. Makes it 2.
Okay, Steve will probably come over to call this because the 3 and the 8 are so close together. Gerda's going to try to pocket the 3 up in this pocket, but since it is so close to the 8, he wants to make sure that she hits the 3 first and not the 8. Now, if she thinks it's too close, it's hard to tell from where we sit. She may try to carom the 3, the cue ball from the 3 into the 8, make the 8 in the side. I mean, there's a lot of options here. That's just what she tried to do.
That is just what she did, and not only that, but she made the 3 also.
And got position on the 4.
We have seen her make some spectacular shots this week. This is definitely one of them. Watch this. Okay, we're staying here at the table. This is the shot on the 4 now. And this is a statement right now by Gerda. Off to a 1-0 start. Here's a replay of that shot.
Yeah, here she hits the 3 ball first and pockets the 8. Not really sure where the 3's going, but actually it was very fortunate to end up where it did. Draws the cue ball back a little bit, wants to get straight, which she did perfectly. Now it's basically stop, stop.
This is exactly what Gerda wanted to happen. Mistake by Allison in the first rack. She took that game, and then some wonderful work in this rack. 2-0 lead. Number 3, Gerda Hofstadter over number 1, Allison Fisher. You're in the Big Apple on ESPN. We're glad you're with us. We'll be right back.
Very underestimated on the tour. She hasn't really produced her true form consistently. And now it seems that she's getting her confidence and playing her natural game, and she's a very, very solid player and tough to beat.